Alright guys, Outdoors Life back here. Hopefully you saw my recent videos. If not, make sure you check them out. Some great bow fishing videos and bass fishing. So today we're going to be cooking some long-nosed gar that we shot while we were bow fishing one night. As you can see, we got a big hunk of meat right here off the back strap of the gar. So we're going to show you how to cook this up. First, we're going to start out by flipping the fillet over to where the more bloodline is. And then you're going to notice some area right down and then in the back end near the tail or near where you shot him. And so I'm just going to cut that off. And you can get right under it and then just take that off. Pretty easy. And as you can see, there's one piece of it off. I'm going to come back here and then take this last big chunk off that's on the very end of the fillet. If you're wondering why there's so much red in this tail spot, that's where we shot this gar. So that's where all the blood went to. So now we're going to cut off these loose flaps so that when we cut it up and we cook it, it's even. So, as you can see, right there. One thing about gar is that it's a lot more firm meat, so that is one thing you're going to have to get used to when you're eating gar, but it really is a great tasting fish. We're going to cut this in 1-inch sections, if we can cut it, because of this spot. There we go. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6. I'm going to cut this off. Just like that. Then this last piece we're going to cut right in half. Alright. Now, we have all of our gar and we have our bloodline. Now go ahead and throw away that bloodline. So, as you can see, nice beautiful fillets. And what we've done with the gar before we cut them up is we've soaked them in buttermilk. The rest of the gar is in this baggie. I'm going to set that aside. We've soaked them in buttermilk, and that helps take away some of that blood and anything else that might be in the meat. And so we soak them in buttermilk for about an hour before we cook the fillets. So, the breading I'm going to be using is flour, cornstarch, Everglades, salt, pepper, and any other seasonings you like. Those are just what I'm using for today. We're going to go ahead and throw our fish in there. We're going to throw about 4 pieces in. 4 or 5. And then this tiny one. Then we're going to shake this up. And while we're shaking this up, you notice that I have my oil preheated. And I'm using peanut oil because it has a great taste and it works really good when cooking gar. As you can see, there's your finished product with the gar. I'm going to throw these on the plate and then we're going to throw them in the fryer. There we go. Now as you can see, after they're done getting breaded, they're absolutely beautiful. So, we're going to throw these in the fryer, which is at about 350 to 400 degrees. Now these fillets are going to take a little bit longer than normal fish because they are pretty thick. They're about 1 inch thick. I'm going to throw the rest of these. And while those are cooking, we're going to go ahead and throw the last couple pieces in and bread it up. There we go. As you can see, beautiful breading. If there's any spots in your fish, you can go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit of that on. Now, while your fish is cooking, you always want to grab a plate and put some napkins on it, or paper towels. And as you can see over here, we have the beautiful bass we cooked in our previous video. If you haven't seen that, Go check it out if you want a great way to cook bass. So we're going to take our paper towel and just set it on our plate. The paper towel helps because when you take your fish out and you don't want a bunch of oil on while you're eating your fish because you want to have the flavor, so then we put it on the paper towels and it helps. So as you can see on this fillet, there's a little bit less breading on this one side, so we're going to sprinkle some on there and then just pat it down onto it. And when your oil's really hot, the cooking should not take too long. As you can see, the fillets are floating in golden brown. So we're going to toss these out. Just like this. And as you can see, the final product is absolutely gorgeous and delicious gar. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, make sure to comment. If you have any other ideas of videos I should make, comment below. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And I hope you have a great day. See you next time.